Alexander was limited, he's questionable. Everyone else was full and is expected to play. Jamar Taylor was limited though.
So you took me off the injury report.
Yeah.
Still a little sore. Whew. How we doing?
Do you feel like, although you had to practice at least a couple of the days inside this week, you know, for a nasty weather game in Buffalo, did you get the work in that you needed, and do you feel prepared from that standpoint?
Oh, no, we got the work in. I feel good about that. I'd rather be outside. You know, our grounds crew did a good job of trying to get us out there. And there's just, you know, there's a lot of ice out there. So it's unfortunate we wasn't able to get out there. But, you know, I think our guys inside did a good job. And, you know, we try to really make them understand what the weather will be and what it could be. I think when you open those doors, it might be just as cold inside as it is outside. So, you know, it was a good week of practice, and now we got to go play.
What did, you know, just as RG moved through the week, what did you see in him in terms of just maybe hooking up a little bit better with Corey or Terrell or anybody?
No, I seen an uptick in all those things, you know, like I hope to see, you know, from week 1 to week 2. It just seems to be better chemistry, you know. Again, now he's directing people on what spots to be in and where they need to be for him, and I think they get it, you know, in order for him to have success. And, you know, everybody's got to do their part and do it better. So I felt like that this has been a good week as far as that's concerned.
You've talked a couple times about how you don't really have a margin for error with this team. And just kind of looking back, you know, as we look back on the season, do you think that teardown was completely necessary? And do you think it would be beneficial, the fact that you kind of tore the roster down? Not you personally.
Right. I think we'll talk about all that another time. You know, I just, to answer that right now doesn't do anything. I just think we got to go play with what we have and play the best we can.
It would be meaningful to you to try to get Isaiah his 1,000 yards, just in terms of like a little consolation prize for an otherwise frustrating season?
Well, I like to get a win first, you know, and then I like to have all our guys, you know, attain their goals and aspirations, you know, if they can, within how we go about it, you know. And I know that's something he's never said to me, you know, but I'm sure it's something that's important to any player when they haven't had that happen, you know, in the time they've been in the league. So, you know, if it happens, it happens. I'm not going to look at him any differently if it doesn't. I think he's a good football player and a key to our future. So, but again, at the same time, I hope it does happen for him.
He's never even carried the ball, you know, 20 times in a game this year. I mean, is that, you know, the 2 times that he went over 15 carries, he had 100 yards each of those games.
Mm-hmm.
Do you regret in some ways not trying to get him 20-some at all this season?
No, I don't have any regrets that way because we have another fine player behind him. You know, it'd be different if we didn't. You know, I think Duke deserves his opportunities too, and you know that one position is getting the carries. And so when you look at it, you know, you got to make the most of your chances. You know, and as we go, if his role increases, then it will.
Built to have that kind of like conventional smash mouth running game.
Mm-hmm.
Is that because of Crow or is that other?
Oh no, it's not because of Crow. It's just because of how we're built right now. You know, we have to go, you know, have those kind of guys. You know, and so we do here and there, but you got to have a group. You know, a group of people that's what they do. That's what the expectation is, and that's how they go about it. So we're not there yet. You know, but we're working at it. I think all the shuffling, you know, in and out doesn't allow you to become that group, you know. So, again, that's just been part of how it's been this year.
Is that or do you think he does?
Who, Crow?
Yeah.
Oh, I think he'll do it. You know, I think he's willing to do it. You know, right now we can't tell you for sure that he can do it because he hasn't carried the ball 25 times in a game. But do I think he can? Yes, I do.
I don't think we asked you about going to London. Just how different would that be? Will that experience be? And have you had any experience doing that?
Oh, I've lived there in London, coaching the World League. So, you know, that part of it I get, you know. far as our team and our organization, it's a tremendous opportunity for us, a year from now to be able to do that against another really good football team. So we're looking forward to it, but, again, it's a little ways away, but it's going to be a tremendous opportunity for our team, the organization, to go play and represent, our city in London. And I think we'll go, and hopefully by that time we'll be ready to represent ourselves extremely well.
I know it's, again, it's not mine, but just because it's a big deal and we haven't talked to you, have you worked out, like, will you spend a whole week there, or just?
Hadn't thought about it. I will talk to our team here, and we'll make that decision. I'm not all for going sightseeing and all that. I did that as a young man. So our players can go over there and do that another time. I want to go there and play the game and win the game and come home. So, the teams that I've talked to that I know that's been there, it's all about going as late as you can and playing the game and getting back.
Take into account media sightseeing when you make your plans?
No, I don't. It was different, but fun. We won the World Bowl, so that was fun. Won a championship, so that was a good time. It was the first year of the World League, and worked with some tremendous players and coaches. And we lived in Bushy. I'll never forget it. We lived in a dorm in Bushy, and it was fun. The food was different, I can promise you that, but it was a good time.
In terms of gearing up to face the number one rushing attack this weekend, I mean, is that a point of emphasis, for you as well as Ray? Is that being talked about a lot?
No, it is. I mean, they're a fine rushing football team. Very dynamic with what they do. They come at you a lot of different ways, and the quarterback can run with the football. They have a talented runner, have a backup talented runner, and they have a good offensive line in front of him. So it's a tremendous challenge for our team.
Coach, is there an extra kind of layer to the challenge when, Rex Ryan's kind of facing some questions about his job security, and he's traditionally gotten guys to kind of rally for him?
Oh, no, they're going to play for him. That's just what they do. I mean, Rex always gets his guys to play. I've worked with Rex, so I know what kind of coach he is. As I said earlier in the week, he's as good a football coach as I've been around, and he's good at what he does. And Dennis Sturman, who's on that staff, is a good friend, and Anthony Lynn, who's running the offense now, is a good friend, and Sanjay Lau worked with me in Oakland. So I know a lot of their coaches. They have good coaches, and they're good at what they do. So they'll rally the guys and get them up to play. And, for us, we just want to go compete and go try to win a game. And, I know Rex has full handle of what's going on with his situation, and he'll take care of that in his time.
Good?
Yes, he is. Mm-hmm.